So one of the things I noticed as a common thread in some of my readings were families, brothers, sisters, parents, cousins interfering with their free will decisions. And I thought it was important to make a video about this subject because that is a huge no-no for the other side. You do not want to control people, diminish their personal power, or impose on their free will in any way. That is not a good idea, especially when it comes to universal energies and karma. So just wanted to enlighten everybody with regards to this because let's face it, the parental expectations can be pretty powerful. I expect you to become a lawyer, a doctor, or an accountant. I expect you to make me proud because no son or daughter of mine is going to be a total loser. And you have to be practical. You have to be logical. That world out there is tough. You got to get out there and you got to make money. You're going to need some strong, hard schooling behind you to do that. And when you become successful and you make me proud, what are you doing? You're feeding my ego. Because this advice, I'm going to come across as it's because I love and care about you and don't want you to starve, but really, this advice is coming from my ego. Am I really concerned about you and making sure that you're okay when I launch you into the world? Or am I coming from a place of ego and caring what other people think and status and money and power? And that's my kid. Well, it's kind of like my son or daughter is cooler than yours, and I'm proud of you and all your accomplishments, even if they're not aligned with your life purpose. It's like your parents are basically sitting there saying, you've made me happy. You've pleased me. I'm proud of you, right? And then that makes you happy, right? Because you just please them. What is this all about? It's about control. Because I don't care about your truth. I don't care about your truth. I don't care what you want to do. This is what I want you to do, and that's what matters. And I've been on this planet much longer than you have, so I know better than you. So you better follow my advice. Also, if I'm paying for the schooling, I get to determine which direction you go, right? I get to determine your major, everything, right? I have the control over you because you're beholden to me for money for this schooling, unless you want to go get a job and pay for it yourself, right? So you better fall in line and do what I say, because I'm not really concerned about any feedback or what you want or what your truth is. I'm going to impose on you. And if you don't follow what I ask you to do, you're going to disappoint me and you're going to let me down. And then I'm going to cast shame and guilt at you. You disappointed me. I'm disappointed in you. You brought shame and embarrassment to the family. Heck, let's throw the ancestors in there too. Grandmother, she's rolling over in her grave. Grandmother on the other side. You've completely broken her heart in two. Your father, don't you know your father has high blood pressure? Don't stress him out. You better do what he needs you to do. We're going to control you via emotional manipulation. Yeah, so translation, you're a horrible person. Because you're going to feel ashamed of yourself for not doing what they're asking you to do. After all, they are your family and they love you and they only want the best for you. So you're a horrible person if you don't follow it. Another thing is let's talk about some serious disempowerment here, right? Because when they impose on you and make your free will decisions for you, that's extremely disempowering. Your personal power energy center, also known as your solar plexus chakra, just withers away into oblivion. It shrinks down in size, and you have no personal power because it's being imposed upon by other people. And you're allowing that to happen. So you actually play a role in it too. But let's talk about arranged marriage. Maybe they're choosing who you marry based on social status, career, money, race, religion, whatever. They're choosing for you. So, soulmates come in all shapes and sizes and backgrounds. So if this soulmate, this romantic partner is just being handed to you and it's just dictated to you, that's the grandest form of disempowerment. I'm going to take your free will away and I'm going to choose for you. Not how it works. That's not how the universe works. Might be how certain cultures in this world work, but not on the other side. Seriously, seriously frowned upon. And whatever practice that religious, that religious belief or whatever belongs to, whatever religion that practice belongs to, they are smoking crack. Hardcore smoking crack. Because there is nothing divine about imposing on someone else's free will. Let me repeat that for all the religions out there that believe in this. There's nothing divine about imposing on someone else's free will. Not their romantic partner, not their life purpose, nothing. Where they live, nothing. Nothing. We are all individuals who are responsible for ourselves. Not your decision. It's theirs because it's their life. So let's say you, as the victim of all this, you give into the pressure. You pursue the career they want you to pursue. You marry the person they want you to marry. And peace is restored, right? Everyone's cool. The family's happy. Peace is restored, right? Wrong. Wrong. I just told you that's not how the universe works. I just told you this isn't how the universe works. You think there's no consequences for that? You're forgetting about the law of attraction. What are universal energies doing? Well, what if being a lawyer, a doctor, or an accountant isn't your truth, but you got pushed in that direction? What if the person that they want you to marry isn't your soulmate? That's not your truth. They just pulled you away from the truth. They just pulled you away from the light. The truth is the light. So there's no debating that. That issue is black or white. So universal energies respond to the truth. They rise up to support the truth. So you pursuing something else, maybe your life purpose is acting, singing, dancing, underwater basket weaving. Maybe those are your truths. And you decided not to pursue any of that. Well, you just backed away from the truth, you just backed away from the light, and you just backed away from all the universal support you would have got to walk that path. The stars would have aligned for you, things would have lined up, your spirit guides would have helped you, but instead, you went with your family and did the, doctor, lawyer, accountant thing. Well, it's not your heart, it's not your passion, it's not your truth. So you're basically a fish swimming upstream when it comes to universal energies. And not only that, you've attracted darkness to yourself because you're just pursuing money. Why are you pursuing it? Did your parents say go become a doctor, a lawyer, or an accountant because of money, ego, and power? And you're like, sounds good to me. I want to drive a Mercedes-Benz too. So your intentions are impure. You don't want to help anybody. You don't care about humanity. Your intentions are impure too. Bam, universe picks up on that and you attract more darkness to yourself. See how that works? There goes all your power manifestation out the window. Because the command of universal energies comes from being aligned with truth. Oops. So that's the problem. You just attracted darkness to yourself. And another thing is, just to let you know, your loved ones were speaking for the dark. They were speaking for the dark because they managed to pull you away from your truth. They managed to knock you off path. So your loved ones were speaking for the dark. And they succeeded in their goal. Just because they're your loved ones doesn't mean they don't speak for the dark. They've got the demon on one shoulder and the angel on the other too. We're all being influenced by light and dark forces constantly. The battle of good and evil, constantly fighting over our souls. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful what you say and what you do. So, yeah, if your loved ones are speaking for the dark and they guided you away from the truth, and the truth is the light, survey says, tell them what they want, Bob. Bad karma! Now your loved ones have bad karma for speaking for the dark and knocking you off path. Bad karma. What if you were supposed to go to acting class and you were going to meet your soulmate in that acting class? Well, you never went, never met your soulmate. Now the other side's like, great, how are we going to swing this now? How are we going to get them to meet now? So your family members who love and adore you so much could have knocked you away from a career that you would have loved and would have made you happy and fulfilled, and away from your soulmate in the process. What if you were supposed to meet your soulmate in that career? Double whammy right there. So, yeah. As you can see, it's important to allow people to live their lives and make their own decisions. And of course, last but not least, because this pretty much comes up in every video now, the person who was knocked off path demonstrated a severe lack of self-love because you compromised. You took somebody else's wants, needs, and desires over your own. You were not true to yourself. You did not embrace your own truth. That has ramifications. You decided to be a people pleaser instead of pleasing yourself and demonstrating self-love and demonstrating personal power. So the universe picks up on that lack of self-love and that lack of personal power, and then you end up attracting darkness to yourself. See how this works? The universe isn't that fluffy, guys. Not that fluffy. As a matter of fact, the law of attraction is intensifying, so I implore you guys to play with it. Make decisions based in self-love. See how you feel. Do things line up for you? Do you feel like a fish swimming upstream? Then make decisions for other people who are compromising. Do things line up for you? Do you feel supported by the universe? No. The universe picks up on things we don't really want to do. It's almost like us lying to ourselves, and then the universe saying, hey, you're lying to yourself. Because the universe picks up on falsities. Falsities attract the dark. So you've basically aligned yourself with falsities. So, yeah. It's important for you guys to be in touch with yourselves so that you know what you want to do. There's a lot of people that don't know what they want in a romantic partner. They don't know what career they want to pursue. They don't know. That's okay. Bust out a journal. Take some classes. Dip your toe in the water with some different classes and see what, floats your boat. Dive into intuitive development because your intuition is going to help you so you can connect with your angels. You could always get a life purpose reading from me if you want. My door is always open. But, getting in touch with yourself. What is your own personal truth? Meditate. Turn inward. Silence your mind. Look for it because the answers are inside you. The most important thing you can do is make sure you're aligned with your truths. So just be sure that when you are pursuing your life purpose and your soulmate, that you are following your heart and your passion. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.